Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh man, it's going great. How about with you?
It's going great here as well. Thanks for taking time out to do this.
Oh man, are you kidding me? Thanks for having me on. It's going to be exciting.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I guess I'll just dive in and introduce you, and then we can just hop on to some questions. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay. All right, awesome. Let's see. Okay, so if you're tuning in today and you haven't heard me talk about Elena, then you are behind the times, but I will introduce you to our audience anyway. So Elena started her career in Hollywood and soon became a successful model and actress of TV and film fame, a lifelong competitive sport shooter, and now wife, mother, author, businesswoman, empire builder, event producer, mentor, public speaker, and visionary. She is the author of the best-selling book, Build an Empire, How to Have It All, and she is the executive producer of the massively successful events that include 10X Ladies, Operation 10X Badass, Build an Empire Mastermind, and her own show, Women in Power. Drawing upon her vast experience, Elena has developed her own curriculum to assist aspiring empire builders. And in her Build an Empire course, she lays the groundwork for both men and women as she trains them how to create, grow, and defend an extraordinary career in marriage. Additionally, she mentors hundreds of women with personal one-on-one coaching sessions. Elena's most recent endeavor has been to partner up with eXp Realty. She's now a licensed realtor who plans on building the largest real estate team across the globe, helping thousands of people create generational wealth through real estate powered by eXp. Elena has been happily married to Grant since 2004, July 4th to be exact, and the fireworks have never stopped. And she lives with her husband, Grant, their two daughters, Sabrina and Scarlett, along with their two cats, Cash and Flo, in Miami Beach. And together they have created a real estate portfolio of $5.2 billion. So that is very impressive, Elena, and I am honored to be chatting with you today.
Wow, thank you. And yeah, to hear that back, it's like, wow, yes, that's incredible. But because I live my day to day, so I don't really get to see big picture of how little things that you do every day accumulate to such big successes on paper, which reminds me, right, and to keep taking the next step, because the big picture does pay off and you do get there. So anyway, thank you for having me on. I'm very honored.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm excited about, talking about that and how you've built all this success, but like rewinding, and talking about the beginning. So that'll be kind of fun because I know we're all coming together today to really talk about you and Grant's new Unbreakable Business Challenge. And I'm really excited to share that with everyone today. And I know that one of the passions that you and Grant really share are learning how, or teaching people how they can help themselves by building these awesome businesses and being able to change their lives. And I know that you guys have been business owners for a long time, but you went through some rough times back in 2007, 2008, and basically had to start over.
Yep.
So, knowing what you know now, coming out on this other end, have you ever thought about what you would have done differently back then? With the knowledge that you have now about making your business unbreakable?
Yeah, absolutely. What I would have done differently is gotten this information and applied it a lot sooner. But unfortunately, I didn't know. We had a normal mindset previous to 2008. We were content being normal. We thought we were in an upper kind of middle class bracket. We were financially sort of what would seem to be solvent, but and we thought everything was fine. We operated like an ordinary couple. We went out and built all day and came home and sort of bickered and vied for a power play between us. So we had our little game, tit for tat. But when 2008 came, we realized normal wasn't cutting it, and normal was really dangerous because it made us think that everything was okay until it's not. So it forced us to actually come together as a unit, as husband and wife, as partners, to be able to get on the other side of this. Grant went to work figuring out everything he needed to do for the business and how to expand and grow and make it strong enough and big enough to sustain hits. And out of that, we came out of this just a multi-billion-dollar empire with the tools and the techniques that he learned with business, coupled with the fact of, that he had a really powerful woman by his side, in the same, working with him, not against him. So all of that together made an unbreakable business model. So we've never gone back to normal. We've never looked back. We don't encourage normal. We encourage abundance of sustains the hit. So he put together this challenge, which is based on basically the 5 pillars of what you need to have an unbreakable business challenge, which is the money mindset. What are you willing to give up in order to get where you want to be? A mindset might be one of them if you're not where you want to be right now. I would encourage you to look at, perhaps nothing's wrong with you, that maybe you just have the wrong information or the wrong mindset that's actually causing you to not be able to apply correctly and then not be able to have those results in life. So money mindset, communication, marketing, sales, and scaling. So these 5 pillars over this 5-day challenge was designed to help really all the quote unquote little people, just like Grant and I, right? That weren't supposed to make it, weren't supposed to figure it out. But if you gave these people the tools ahead of time, able to make them pivot or know what to look for, to avoid, or how to beat this thing, then we made a vow in 2008, if we were ever to make it on the other side of this, we'd never close the curtain and we'd help all the other. And I do say in parentheses, all the little people just like Grant and I, because in 2008, we said, if we ever make it out, we'll be there for people. There wasn't anyone there for us. There wasn't a wife behind a mega multi-billion-dollar company saying this is what we did. There sure as heck wasn't a CEO of a company like a JP Morgan or a Blackstone or Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola. Nobody's coming out saying this is what we did. This is how you can protect yourself. This is how you can build your empire. They're silent. They're so closed behind curtain walls that you can't see. So this is an opportunity for Grant and I to help all the other people that might find themselves in a challenging situation. And I do believe they will this coming year. Not to be a fear monger, but it's better to prepare. It's better to have and not need. So yeah, I will say stay away from the news and bad information that would cause you to retract and retreat and be scared, but rather surround yourself by people who are tried and true, who have the statistics in the area that can for sure help you if you want to have that help. It's a free 5-day challenge. It's 90 minutes a day. It's, what are you willing to give up? Can you give up a little bit of time and invest it in yourself to get this knowledge? Knowledge is power, right? So this is just one of the ways that Grant and I look. We have our billions. We've hit our financial targets. It was important to us to make sure that we could hit them. We could actually make what we were saying manifest in the physical universe. I've achieved those targets. I've set new targets, but Grant and I are in a spiritual legacy play at this point. Now it's about, we don't base our success on how much we make. We base our success on how many around us can equally be as successful. So that's why this is his give back for anyone who wants to know the secrets, who believes in their potential, who knows they can do more, who, if they had the right information, could actually make themselves unbreakable.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I've experienced a lot of your guidance and Grant's guidance firsthand. So I'm excited to talk about that a little bit at the end. But most people watching today too, they really want that flexibility and financial freedom that comes with having your own business. And they need to know how to make these future businesses unbreakable. But before you build an unbreakable business, you have to first decide to just take that leap and just start your business first. So I know you and Grant have been in business for a long time, but what would you say to those watching that are a little bit nervous about taking that first step and even just getting their business started?
Right. And you said it, the first step is just make a commitment to yourself that you can do this, you're meant to do this, you deserve to do this, and make a commitment that the people on the other side who's going to be the beneficiaries of your products and services deserve you and your products. If you're an ethical person, you know you are, commit to yourself. You commit first and you figure the rest out later. And creativity follows commitment. So I would say, even if you're scared, it's okay. The world leaders are scared. The difference is they do it anyway. They just continue to put one foot in front of the other and they keep moving. They don't allow themselves to be stopped by their fears, their feelings. They commit to themselves and they keep forging forward.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. So I have some ideas in my mind of how the Unbreakable Challenge is going to help some of these new people that are wanting to get started, or maybe just in their first year of business. But how do you think the Unbreakable Challenge will help those type of people the most?
Well, it's an awareness, you don't know what you don't know. And if like I always go back to the definition of information, and information, the word means information, like in a structure. So the derivation of the word, the origin of the word means a formation of the mind. So your information that you have actually forms the formation of your mind, equals the output, right? Knowledge is power. Well, what if you have the wrong information? What if you have missing information? Wouldn't it be logical to conclude that you would have a deformation of the mind? So if you have a deformation of the mind, how can you function? Of course you're going to stop. Of course you're not going to start. You have a deformed mind. So what I think a new person especially will get out of this is, first of all, correct information that, peels away and strips out the deformations and can get back into formation your mind so that you can think clearly. So you have targets, you know what to focus on, you know who and what to avoid in business, you know how to market. We're going to be covering that in the 5 pillars. How to market, sales, this nasty word sales. What does that mean? How do you do sales? Scaling is another one. How do you grow? How do you expand? You have to expand. People have everything you need. Communication. Now you need to know how to put that together. How do I communicate to someone where they understand my intention over at the other side at receipt point with duplication of what I'm saying? You need to understand how to communicate effectively in order to progress your business. So this is all the things. And of course, I already started out with money mindset. No one, including myself and Grant, started out and was born in this world with the correct money set. And even if you did, actually, I'll retract that statement. You probably came out born knowing more about money, but what's been put on you in an attempt to hold you down, keep you small, keep you controlled, keep you from going to the top, all the things that you've been indoctrinated about money is what's giving you a deformation of the mind, preventing you from having money. So then you're going to interbulate and introvert on yourself. Well, this is wrong with me. This is wrong with me. This is wrong with me. That is wrong with me. You make every excuse and every reason why, and it's all wrong. It just means there's nothing wrong with you. It just means you haven't gotten around the right information, because when you do, you can apply it, and what happens? You get the results. So that's why I'm encouraging people, you can figure this out on your own. Grant and I had to figure it out on our own. We did it in a very short period of time, probably 13 years, but it was hard. We made mistakes. It didn't have to take us that long. We could have fast-tracked our way to success had somebody like a Grant Cardone and his wife, Elena Cardone, come out and said, look, guys, you want to fast-track your way to success? You don't want to have to figure this out? Here it is. And just lay out the path that all you have to do is walk down. And sure enough, if you apply what we've done right, what we've done wrong, avoid that. It's very simple. Do this, and boom, you get results. Because this, what grants training, this isn't electrification. This isn't, I'm going to feel really good. I'm going to feel really excited. This isn't pumping you up, motivation. And then come Wednesday morning and you don't know how to pick up a call and close somebody. You don't know follow-up. You don't know sales. You don't know how to handle an objection. Then what good was all of the hype if you can't apply it to life? So this is applicable data. You apply it, you see results.
Yeah, and I was going to mention this at the end, but this is the perfect time to let you know about this. But I went through the sales execution workshop, and I've been doing my Cardone University, and we have a coach, and everything that I've learned how to apply just in a short time. Since January 1 of this year, I've been able to personally close over $100,000 worth of business myself. So that's a $3 million year if I just do it myself part-time the rest of the year.
Wow. That is an amazing story, Tiffani. And that's why success stories like this is what keeps Grant and I fueled. It makes it all the hard moments that we've ever had to go through. There's a lot of haters out there. Actually, it's more than just haters. It's an actual active suppression on this planet to keep, quote unquote, again, the small people down. So not that I'm calling you small by any means, but in comparison to the people that want to keep us in the not know, it's success stories like yours that make me so happy and can, encourage us to keep doing what we're doing. So very well done. And thank you for your success.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know many people watching today, they struggle with one big thing. A common hurdle is like imposter syndrome, confidence, sometimes feeling inadequate as a business owner. And when I say students, sometimes I also mean myself. We'll be real. So is there a time in which you ever felt like you had imposter syndrome as you were growing these businesses, and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, I want people to understand what the word is that you might be feeling effect of. I had to look it up. I didn't understand it. Imposter syndrome means that you have feelings of feeling found out because you're a fraud. Okay, so I want people to understand in business and in life that if you have feelings of that you don't know what you're doing, that you're scared, you don't have all the answers, do not confuse that with imposter syndrome, which means that you're being worried about being found out that you're a fraud. There is a big difference between, I don't know what I'm doing. It's commit first and figure the rest out later. I didn't have all of this and go, oh gosh, now I'm the person that understands all of this. I can do it. No, I have this because I went reverse engineer. I've turned into the woman that I am today because of the experiences I went through. I didn't know. I had never been a person married to a Grant Cardone or having $1 billion. Like I had to go through those experiences. Now, was I being a fraud? No, I'm working my way through it and doing it anyway, in spite of, because I have my integrity. There's nothing fraud about me. Now, did I make mistakes along the way? Absolutely. But I was willing to look at them and confront them and fix them and get my own ethical stance back in if it went out. So I thought I had imposter syndrome until I looked it up, and then I stand in my own integrity, and there's nothing fraud about me. Now, yes, so that's how I handle it. I just understand that as a novice, I'm a brand new realtor. I've been a realtor for 1.5 years. I've grown an organization of 730 people. I've made mistakes. I've never been a realtor. I don't know all the ins and outs, but am I a fraud? No, I'm a novice. So what do I have to do? I have to get around the right information and people who can help me and align myself and study, mimic, model, and master, from the greats ahead of me. But it doesn't mean that I'm a fraud just because I'm not a 20-year realtor with experience under my belt. I'm not a fraud. I'm just a new novice. Completely different. So I hope I really spell that out. So the rest of the people out there that feel like a fraud just because they're a novice can like handle themselves and put themselves in check. You're going through what you're supposed to be going through. You're new. Nothing wrong with that. You're not out to hurt people. People that fraud people are out to hurt people, and they're out to con people. That's not you. You don't have imposter syndrome. None of your audience want to con and hurt people. I truly believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great. That was the best definition that I've ever heard for that. So thank you. I think that's going to be really helpful and inspiring to a lot of my current students and, future ones that are looking to start these businesses. So thank you. Really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So I would like to share a little bit, in addition to like how I've learned how to do my sales and how to close people, I'd love to share a little bit about how you guys have helped me in the past. Does that sound okay?
Oh my gosh, this is my spiritual reward. Yes, thank you, please.
Okay, so I first got really lucky because when I started the Bookkeeper Academy program, the very first book that I read was the 10X rule. And it just kind of got thrown on my desk. I don't know how I even came across it, but if it wasn't for that, I don't even think I would have been able to help as many people as I have so far, because that's what I based all of my marketing on, just following Grant's principles in that book. So that was the first really awesome thing. And then of course, like in addition to learning everything we've learned about sales, the thing that I love, like you mentioned earlier, is sales has such a negative connotation behind that word, but learning everything from you and Grant and the coaches that you guys hire, it really is not a bad thing. It is something that you can use to help serve people. And I feel fantastic when I get off of my sales calls, because I know that we're doing it in a way that is inspiring them and helping them understand what they're going to be doing and pushing them to take a leap of faith in themselves. And I feel really good about it when I get off the calls. It doesn't feel slimy in any way. So I love that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to go on to the next thing. So if you have anything to say on that.
No, I just think it's a validation to when you really understand what sales are. And you realize that it is not slimy. You are in speaking your truth and your authenticity, and you believe and your products obviously help people. So getting somebody to see that and take an investment in themselves and knowing that on the other side of it, they're going to become better is it's actually you taking responsibility for other people and you not doing sales and you not taking responsibility for other people by putting your product that makes them better in their hands. That to me is a transgression. That to me is a sin, where you knew you could help somebody and yet you let, oh, I shouldn't sell. I shouldn't be hard sell. What are they going to think of me? You let all of that hold you back from helping somebody. And to me, for my integrity, that's what a sin is. So I love that you figured that out.
Yeah, awesome. Yes. Also last year, 2022 was a very challenging year for me. A lot of growth in the business, but I had to learn a lot of lessons. And I had some haters come out, a lot of people who were trying to destroy my empire. And the advice that I received from Grant and from you, Elena, specifically, just rang through my head over and over again. And it really kept me going. So without you guys, I'm not sure that I would have known how to push past those people. So I definitely want to thank you for that as well.
Can I say one thing on the haters?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really important for your audience to know, especially the people just starting out, when you get hate, it's really a validation that you're actually reaching people. So you can take it as a good sign. The other thing I want to say about haters is I don't put any attention on them, because I've gotten to a point, and hopefully when by the time that you've gotten up to the point where you've gotten haters, you have amassed a certain amount of power, right? Power is the capacity or the ability to influence the behavior of others. People are threatened by power. So even acknowledging them and throwing your power over there distracts you from the main thing, which is the message that you're trying to give people. So I rarely will, quote unquote, bless them with my power. But the other thing that helps me tremendously handle hate is I look at what I stand for in life, right? So what I stand for in life is I want to restore the family dynamic on planet Earth. I want to empower women to really start and step up and own their power so that we can have power, capacity, or the ability to influence the behavior of others. I think it's women that are going to change the world because they have the ear of the husbands, of the children, of the leaders, of the community. Do you know what I'm saying? And themselves, obviously, but also for others. So when I know that that's my group and that's what I'm standing for, the people that usually come after me, almost 100 out of 100% of the time are against that. They don't want to see families win. They don't want to see a strong family unit. They don't want to see a strong, powerful husband and wife team. They want to break us up. They want to make us weak. They don't support women empowerment, you know. So when I look at, if I even entertain that I'm going to stop for even a second, you understand they win the battle because they succeeded you in suppressing your power, which could have helped people. So every single time I want to give up or hide behind a curtain or say, you know, screw it, they don't, why am I even doing this? Why am I doing this? Well, I don't need all this attack. I'm a billionaire. What do you mean? I need this attack. But I go, no, if I quit right now, they won. And I can't win because my cause and this world for this lifetime is a good cause and it deserves to be heard. So I'm never, ever going to quit because some hater insults me or makes up a rumor or a lie about me. I'm just going to continue to flourish and prosper and help people. Because when you get the stat in that area, it is irrefutable. I hope that's the right word. I think it is. I hope I didn't just make up a word.
It sounded good.
Good.
Yeah. So, okay. I love that. Yeah. It's been super helpful to, know that that's normal, really, honestly, because when you're used to thinking normal, thinking small, and people say things like that to you, and it can really cut you down and you think, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. And so to know that, that's normal, you just have to keep pushing forward and flourish and prosper, like you say.
Right.
That has been a guiding light for me, really.
And Tiffani, the people that wanna, these haters, they actually have interest in holding you down. They can't make any products of their own. They just feel if you go get success and do a big thing, that somehow that diminishes it diminishes them. So their only game really becomes about, can I take you down to keep you small so I can stay alive, metaphorically? Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I forgot what I was going to say on that real quick about the haters. Now, anyway, go on.
Okay.
It'll come back to me in a minute and I'll go, what? Yes.
Yeah. Just stop me if you think of it. So also one of the things that I've been able to, learn from you guys and be connected with is working with Brandon and Natalie as well. And I went through the whole platform review and everything, and they studied my business for 6 months, and having them project that out, they think that my business in 10 years is going to be worth $390 million. So that was like really exciting, think big number to be striving for. And it gave me a lot of hope of like, I'm working really hard right now and look what I'm working to. And that was really exciting to hear,
Wow. I love that. Yeah. Brandon and Natalie are incredible partners, helping a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I did remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
I was going to say the haters. This is the number one red flag that I look for, even within my organization, even the ones that pretend to be friends. The number one thing is they'll attack your strengths first. They don't attack your weaknesses like you would think. They actually feed your weaknesses, but they attack your strengths. So if you feel, because I just heard you said, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I have a feeling that was your strength, that thing that you were doing, that you were winning at, that you were feeling good. And that's the thing they attack first. Why? Because they want to weaken you. They want to confuse you. They want to cause self-doubt. They want to cause you to pull back and stop. So the minute somebody comes at me and attacks my strength, then I know, oh, wow, I'm actually making impact. I'm actually on the right track. And the answer isn't to retreat. It's actually to pile on more, hence the flourish and prosper. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad I remembered that.
Yes, that was important. That is very important. So I just like everything that I've learned has had like a ripple effect, you know, down to my team, down to my students, but also even down to my family. So I'm very grateful for our relationship and the mentorship that you have given me. I also wanted to mention too that soon I would like to do a Bookkeeper Academy reunion, like meetup. And I was thinking to do it in Miami in August when you do the 10X Ladies event. And we can all meet up there, and you can meet my entire team and all these awesome bookkeepers that we are training.
Oh, awesome. That would be cool.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to leave us with that, for the Unbreakable Challenge, or anything else that everyone needs to know?
Yeah, be on that call. Be there for the 5 days. Make a commitment to yourself. Do what you say you're going to do. That builds confidence and certainty in self and trust in self, that when you commit to something, you say you're going to do something, you do it. Wow, now you can depend on your words. So when you say, oh, I'm going to build a business and it's going to be successful, you actually believe yourself because you have a track record of doing what you say you're going to do. So commit to yourself right now that you deserve this. Commit to your empowerment, your success, and invite your friends. Invite 5, 10 of your friends to be there with you. Say, hey, you know what? I'm committed to making 2023, in spite of it all, the best year for my life, financially and professionally. Are you on board? Are you here to help us and me in the mission? I'll help you. You help me. We know the nomenclature, the language. Let's get stronger together. Will you commit to be on this call and see who shows up? See which friends support you. Show active interest in the success of you. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Like-minded individuals who want to grow, who can make time to self-enhance. This could be a good little practical in the physical universe of like a good demonstration of, wow, what's around you? If your friend invited you to a call this important, would you be on? So I hope I'm going to be speaking a little segment there. I'm not sure on which day, but I really hope to see all of your audience there. It's strength in numbers. When you win, we win. We're looking to not just be successful on our own. We're looking to build an empire globally. So that depends on your success. And let's get stronger together and help people, because when people are winning, they're not hating. So the world needs a little more winning right now. So I really hope you join me and take this first step on the Unbreakable Business Challenge.
Yes, if you would like to join Elena and myself in the Unbreakable Challenge, click jointiffani.com and you can get signed up for free access. So thank you so much, Elena, for being on here. I really appreciate your time, and this was really fun.
Absolutely. So fun. Thank you, Tiffani. Thank you for trusting me with your amazing group of women and gentlemen here today. Thank you.
Yes.